I barely notice that they're there, but I know they're working.
I'd like to call the Pleasant Valley School District Board of Education meeting to order. If you could all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, and if you could please remain standing for a moment of silence. And Mrs. Dooner, would you please lead us?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. Again, I'd like to welcome everyone that's with us this evening, and if we could have roll call, please.
Lauren Bergman, Robert Clark, Michael Gower, John Zazinski,
Here.
Sue Kresge,
Present.
Ryan O'Keefe,
Present.
Diane Surface,
Present.
Matthew Walters,
Here.
Melanie Zett.
Here. Thank you. I'd like to let everyone know that we did have an executive session. It was held this evening, September 24th, 2025, prior to the regularly scheduled meeting for purposes of personnel matters, including but not limited to performance and or discipline, negotiations, and legal issues. I'd also like to let you know upon conclusion of this meeting, we will be going back into executive session. Welcome, Isabella. Congratulations. And Isabella is the president of our student government, and she's going to be with us once a month, hopefully, to give us a report from high school. So again, welcome. And it's your turn.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak on behalf of the student body. As student council president of 2025 through 2026, I want to address some topics that affect our daily lives at school and some of the changes.
I should be able to hear.
Going into our senior year, we didn't know what to expect with all the renovations and parts of the building blocked off. However, we were pleasantly surprised at the new classrooms look and how we are still able to do the things we did last year. For example, we are able to continue the pop painting tradition and paint our seniors parking spots, which we're really excited about. And I know the yearbook committee was able to get amazing pictures of the events. Because with the renovations, there are limited parking spots this year. Now, not all the seniors were able to get a spot, but there is a new area that will be done by the end of this month, and the seniors who were put on the waiting list will be able to get first dibs on parking spots, and then it will be the juniors. Some other changes is the old gym, which is now the cafeteria. Due to the renovations at the cafeteria, it has been closed down, but they turned the old gym into the new cafeteria, and everybody likes it, and everybody feels like it's the same way. Also, the Bear Cafe has turned into the new senior lounge. Everybody loves it. Everybody's happy about it. They have no complaints about it. We were really excited that we now have our own sign. It feels specialized to us, and we feel appreciated. Some other changes that have also happened are the backpacks. Many students have expressed how happy and beneficial it is to be able to carry their backpacks around. Backpacks allow us to keep our materials organized and accessible, especially as we move quickly between classes. Also, students are getting to their classes on time, unlike with the lockers, which are often crowded and sometimes located far away from the classes, making students late. Backpacks overall help us keep track of our assignments, and we are now getting to the buses faster instead of having backpacks. We also have new metal detectors. Metal detectors play an important role in keeping our school safe, learning environment. Knowing that these measures are in place allows students, teachers, and peers to feel more secure, so we can focus on learning and growing. And some final items I want to discuss is the e-hall pass. With all the new changes and adjustments, students and teachers are still learning to navigate through the e-hall pass since we are still only in September. However, administration is helping the teachers navigate through it and learn easier ways to get it done so it doesn't interrupt their instructional time. We're also very excited for homecoming, and the student council has already had 4 minutes discussing themes for the dance and Spirit Week ideas, and we are very excited to share it with the student body. Once we're done finalizing, we will also have the bonfire coming up. Everyone's very hyped and excited about it with the different tables and activities to do, and we hope we get a lot of revenue coming in. And that's all I have to discuss. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Great job. And I can tell that's mom sitting back there because she has sat there the whole time with the biggest grin on her face. All right.
It's good to have new faces, though. Thank you.
Yeah. I should exclude Dad. He was quite happy too. All right, Dr. Conrad, did we have any superintendent community questions?
Yes, we did. So good evening, everyone. There was one community question submitted by Donnie Oswiak from Chestnut Hill Township. She had asked if a new club called Turning Point is being formed and does it need board approval. We have not received any request for this club, and all clubs must be board approved. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Moving on, Mrs. Smale, Secretary's report, please.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight I am requesting approval of the minutes of the meeting held on August 28th, 2025, and approval of the September 24th, 2025 board meeting agenda, including a correction to item 14B. BSN should be $539.29, and the winter 2025-2026 athletic bid total should be $5,263.22. And also the removal of item 8G4.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Walters, seconded by Mrs. Zip. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And that motion carries. At this time, are there any Pleasant Valley citizens that would like to address the board on agenda items only? Please state your name, the township you reside in, and there is the 3-minute limit. And hopefully it'll pop up there for us. Or it's new to you, huh?
I can do it. I got it.
All right, we got it
We got the
here.
old school way.
We got the old school way. Okay.
Old school way?
Me.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Denise Oakley, Chestnut Hill Township, Safety Security. Now that we've been back in school for a month, what are the reported incidents involving safety concerns to date? Specifically, how many required state police involvement? How many resulted in charges being brought?
Can you tell me agenda item?
6K again, sorry.
The committee. That's your, committee thing where you get that.
So,
Okay.
That's,
But that's a,
that would be,
That's
no,
information.
if you want to speak about that, that would have to be at the second comment. That's, what she's speaking about is not an agenda item.
Okay. 13G. Recognition celebrations. I'm glad to see PV is highlighting and celebrating successes, whether small or grand, because these accomplishments unite PV family. The banners are excellent optics. Who's responsible for ensuring that all district accomplishments, academic, sports, co-curricular, and after-school are consistently recognized? And is there established criteria or process for recognition so that every achievement is appreciated and no group is overlooked?
okay, thank you. Okay, could we have the treasurer's report, please? Oops. No.
Yes, this evening
Okay.
I'm asking for approval for items 4A to 4G. A is informational only.
So
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Kaczynski and seconded by Mr. Walters. Is there any discussion?
Yes, a couple questions, Tammy. That Barry Isaac and Associate, the 6-month surveillance,
That's for asbestos monitoring throughout the district
so we're checking everything, and it's being
Every 6
checked on a
months.
regular basis.
every 6 months.
All right. Daniel Cooper, claim to judgment, is that I think you'd ask that back there, is that
Their legal fees for an education settlement agreement,
okay.
not our attorney.
And, okay, and NPS, what was that?
They're the AP books for the AP psychology class.
Okay. And under D, under D and C, there was a walk-in cooler. Was one a walk-in cooler, like a cooler, or one a freezer? Or
So it was the cooler,
so it was
the
fixed and then we bought a new one, or?
$3,000 one was for the high school,
Okay,
for one of the high schools. And then the $10,000 one is one at PBI, and then the second one at the high school.
so was it whether he was walking, okay.
Yeah.
And Whistler Pierce, the Pierstein LLP,
That's the third-party investigation fees for the third party.
okay. Thank you.
Anyone else? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And that motion carries. Moving on to new business. You're not even there.
I'm
Go ahead.
offended. No, that's okay.
Yeah.
I'll I'll merge it into this and the report I was going to do.
Okay.
Just an update for the board of something that came down last week of interest from the realm of PIAA athletics. The PIAA entered into a consent order involving the participation of students who attend private schools, private religious schools, to be able to participate on the athletic teams in the home districts that they live in. This to me was a long time coming. It's not a big surprise, in part because for many years they were prohibited, but they were prohibited on the idea that the only students statutorily that could participate in PIAA athletics were our charter school students, because it was within the charter school law. But then a few years ago, they allowed the homeschool students to participate. So, and I think this is a rightful argument. Folks who had their children attend private religious schools said, hey, you're discriminated against me because we want to raise our children in a religious school that we then can't participate in that athletic program. And the PIAA entered into that consent order. Ultimately, if a court was going to hear it, they would have probably done the same thing. So it will have some impact on some areas. Now, if the school does have that program, they cannot participate in our program. And if we cut them from our program, we can cut if we cut other students from our program. So it'll work itself out, but that was something that just came down over the last week or so.
Now that's official now?
Oh, it's official now. And I would even say if the scenario, even if it has an effective date, let's say a few weeks in advance, I would tell you to comply with it, because truth is, I think it would be violative of the Establishment Clause under the circumstances. People should be able to attend that private school and then be able to participate in our athletics.
So maybe we can look back to last year when we had a young gentleman playing lacrosse, going to Notre Dame. I
That's right.
believe it was down in.
I know who it is.
Can we reach out to them and let them know that this is?
I will take care of that.
Awesome.
Yeah, great.
It's a relative.
Yeah.
I'll take care of it. All right, Monroe Career and Technical Institute, Mrs. Surface.
Yes, I have two things this evening. I had the pleasure of sitting in on their capital committee, and I just want to let the public know that they still have several punch list items for the new edition. Final payments will be withheld until all those punch lists are completed. And all the curbing is done and all the parking lines have been painted. So they are ready to roll over there. It looks great. The second thing, later in number 13M, we do have a new lease agreement. I just want to explain why this lease agreement needs to occur. The 4 sending districts and the authority actually owns the property and the buildings at MCTI. So in order to accept a federal grant of $1 million, one of the requirements is to update the lease. So this lease is for an additional 20 years between the authority and the 4 school districts. That's what I wanted to explain so everybody knows what it's about.
I thought I just read
I
that.
think it was 50 years.
I thought it was longer.
But that's okay.
It says 20, but it can continue.
Yeah, and this was, we couldn't find the original lease at one point. We actually were able to unearth it.
Right.
We found it.
We did
And
that a couple years ago.
so, but yeah, this just re-ups the term. Nothing changes otherwise in the relationship.
The original agreement was 1971.
Yes, yes.
Is that everything, Diane?
Yeah.
Okay, any questions? Okay, moving on. Mr. Clark's not with us, so there's no report for Colonial IU. PSBA liaison, Mrs. Zip.
There's a report attached.
Okay, thank you. Education report, I do have a couple of things to report out to the public. They come from our work session that was held on September the 11th. We did have a brief ELA update that was provided. It was just that week that teachers started using our new resource, HMH. Also, Mr. Ayer provided us an update on the science review, and that the team would be meeting on September the 16th and the 17th to review 7 to 8 resources. Jonathan also told us about the NWEA training that would be done on September the 12th. Also, the IU will be offering AI engagement sessions 5 times this school year, and PV will attend those sessions. Jason Van Voorhees, principal of our Pleasant Valley Bears Academy, and counselor Ariana Liebengoof, as she goes by Mrs. L, and I know someone else that goes by Mrs. L. presented the board with a 5-year plan for the Pleasant Valley Bears Academy. Then Principals McCutcheon and Principal Boylan briefly reviewed their TSI plans, and those plans are on our agenda this evening for approval. And last, the Pleasant Valley High School has been ranked in the top 40% of high schools in the nation by U.S. News and World Report. This is this is movement in the right direction from a ranking of 30% last year. A big thank you to our teachers for their dedication and impact on student learning. We appreciate all of you. And that concludes my report. Moving on to finance, Mrs. Surface.
Yes, we will be calling for the financial approvals in item number 13 and 14 later in the agenda.
Thank you. Mr. O'Keefe, athletics.
Yes, good evening. So as your school board representative for athletics, I'm incredibly proud of the dedication, heart, and sportsmanship of student athletes demonstrate every single day. Sports are more than just games. They build character, teach resilience, and bring our community together in powerful ways. Whether in victory or defeat, our teams show what it means to represent our schools with pride. Let's continue to support and celebrate our athletes, coaches, and families who make these moments possible. Together, we're not here just building champions on the field, we're shaping future leaders off of it. I'm going to skip one part, jump to the coaches' corner. So please wait, I'm not going to go over it all. It's the mid-season report from the coaches. And then a new section this month is a athletic director's corner. So Mr. Korzinski, our athletic director, had the opportunity to have a captain's meeting. It was the first time it ever happened, where he was able to go over them with some things that were happening within sports and also take their feedback. And he's listed some of that feedback in here. So I thought it was pretty good for the engagement with the captains and our athletic director. So that will continue as well, and we'll make updates accordingly. I come back to the T-Mobile 5G Friday Night Lights contest, and everyone stares at me saying, what is this? What is this? So I found 2 other people that probably can highlight it better. And we'll play a little video just to explain about what it is and what we're doing for our community to bolster it up, not just for athletics, but again, for all of our community.
Friday Night 5G Lights is back, and we're taking it to a whole new level. More winners and more prizes. 450 schools will win $5,000 during 5K Fridays, with 100 winners first week alone. 25 finalists will win $25,000 for gear, travel, and whatever your team needs. Plus, a T-Mobile hosted games, including free entry, free food, and magenta sweat. T-Mobile invested billions to bring you the best network in America. And one lucky school will take home a game-changing grand prize. We're talking a $1 million home field upgrade, tailgate party, a flat fitness weight room makeover, and an all-expense paid trip to an SEC championship game. Doesn't get any bigger than this. T-Mobile Friday Night 5G Lights, more than a contest.
So I thought it would be better, so you don't know exactly what it is. As everyone is well aware, or maybe you're not aware, but we did win that first $5,000, which earned us entry into the next level. Who knows what happens next? But I did watch the video of last year's $1 million makeover. It was a small school, much smaller than us, in Iona, Oklahoma. I don't know if that's the town or if that's just the name of the school. And wow, what did they do? They transformed that field. It's unbelievable. They have community nights out there, bringing in movies to play for them. It was just a grand celebration that was had by all. And I just wanted to share that with our community, just to show that we're doing something different. We're not just sitting back and doing everything what we used to do. We're doing things differently. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. O'Keefe. Under the coaches, the athletic director's corner.
Yes.
Girls tennis. It says girls tennis would like transportation to their home matches.
I was not involved in the meetings. However, it was direct communication from the students.
Right.
Just like,
Okay.
There's another one that says we practice too much.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. So
Okay. All right.
it's verbatim, right? I don't want to edit it. I want people to see what.
Oh, no, it's fine. I
don't
just
know.
wonder if
I
there's
was going to
anything.
leave all that out, but I was like,
No, I'm glad you put it in. I'm just wondering if we're addressing it,
I think that's between him and the captains, but I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
All
And
right,
again, I don't
maybe
know
I'll
what
send him an
sparked that,
Yeah,
because you have to drive 5 miles around just to get over to here. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know either. but thought it was interesting. Okay, thank you. Policy report, Mrs. Zip?
Nothing new for tonight.
Okay. Capital improvement plan, Mr. Berger isn't here, but we did have a meeting today at 3:30. I don't know that I have anything to add that you didn't already tell everyone about, that we were also told about how well everything is going at the high school. Talked about the new parking spots too, about the parking lot maybe being done maybe the first week of October. There's some things, but with rain coming, but we really need the rain. But Diane, can you think of anything?
No, I think she covered it.
I know.
Well done.
She did. Thank you. So our next meeting will be at the end of October next month. So Mr. Clark isn't here for a technology report. Security, Mr. Walters, anything?
No new information at this time.
Okay, Mr. Kaczynski, Citizens Advisory Committee.
Our next meeting is October 8th, after the artificial intelligence. Dr. Conrad, do you know who's going?
I know representatives from the technology department, but that's kind of where we've started the discussion. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, moving on to superintendent's reports. Dr. Conrad.
Okay. So tonight, my item is informational. So moving on, human resources, Mrs. Lori.
Yes, good evening. Tonight I'm seeking approval of items 8B through 8L. Items 8N through 8O are informational.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Walters, seconded by Mr. O'Keefe. Is there any discussion?
I just want to, on this, congratulate our tenured teachers that have gotten their tenure now with our district. Also, our economic club and that PEN club, they're trying with no pay. That's nice that people are stepping up and volunteering their time for us until, we get the program up and running like that. I just would like for the community to know the difference between the chaperone per hour versus the bus monitor.
Yeah, so I can answer that. So the sports bus rider is actually addressed in a supplemental agreement, and it's a safety manager, and they're paid per event. The chaperone per hour is actually different, and that involves people or teachers or staff that would chaperone a dance or a prom or something like that. We felt it was important to compensate them for their time and to attract more people to do it.
And talking about attracting, it says academic remediation in that supplementary contract. Is that the tutoring? So that now has increased as well.
Correct.
To a higher $46, which would be nice for us.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much.
Anyone else? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And that motion carries.
Okay. Tonight I'm seeking approval of items 9B through 9F. Item 9G is informational.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Kaczynski, seconded by Mr. Walters. Is there any discussion? Okay, hearing of none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And that motion carries.
Moving on to curriculum, Dr. Raylan Howard.
Good evening. Tonight I'm seeking approval of items 10B through 10D.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion by Mrs. Zip, seconded by Mr. Walters. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And that motion carries.
Under operations, Dr. Howard.
Good evening again. I'm seeking approval of item 11A.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Mrs. Zip, seconded by Mr. Kaczynski. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And that motion carries.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, building reports, the reports are attached.
Okay.
And moving on then to business management, Mrs. Tammy Smith.
Tonight I'm requesting approval of items 13B through 13O, items 13P through 13Q are informational.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Mrs. Surface, seconded by Mrs. Zip. Is there any discussion?
Yeah, number 11 in the contracts. They rescinded 55 and now moved up to 75, is there?
When we originally had the contract put on for board approval, Mrs. Kresge signed it. We sent it back to get their signature, and they realized that they sent us the wrong contract. So we had to rescind it. They sent the new contract. This is on an as-needed basis.
I just thought it was a little low, 55, so that's.
How often do we use them for substitutes? Do we know?
I don't think it's much.
Do we have any substitutes through
We
ESS?
do not through ESS, but we've had recent discussions about that.
Oh, okay.
So we're looking to add that through our ESS partners.
Oh, good. Okay,
We
that'd
are
be great.
looking. It's going to be hard to attract or find people, but we're up for the challenge. We're gonna try to find.
Okay, great.
And number 12, the headphones, we state that those are basically, they're gonna be for testing purposes and they don't go home, is that what we,
Correct. They'll be for student use, and they will stay in the classroom.
they will stay in the classroom?
We had that confirmed at the working session.
Mhm.
Yes. And then number 16, 16, a big thank you to First National Northern Bank and Trust for a scoreboard donation. I'm sure Dr. Collins will respond to that later, but I just want to get that little thrown in there. 13G, I understand the US Newsweek banner, even though it's donation, I will be voting no only because I think that we're in the progress of going the right direction, but I would like to see a lot more, at least a higher percentage with our, when we drop down the math from 40 down to 30, so I'm just voting on that one. Thank you. I'm good.
Okay, thank you. Item K is the Hall of Fame bylaws. I would like to ask for an amendment or an addition, I guess I should say, to those bylaws. I did talk to Mr. Krasinski today. It has to do with the selection committee and when they can be involved in the discussion. We already have something in there that has to do with if you're part of that selection committee and a member of your family has been nominated. We have criteria in there, but I would like for an addition to that to state, should a member of the committee nominate an individual for induction consideration, the committee member shall be excused during the period of discussion regarding that nominee. However, the committee member is free to vote for that nominee and to be involved in discussions regarding other nominees. And then also, if a member of the committee is nominated for induction consideration, that committee member shall be excused during the period of discussion regarding that nominee. However, the committee member is free to vote for him or herself and to be involved in discussions regarding other nominees. So I'd like to ask for that consideration to be added to the Hall of Fame bylaws. Do I have to ask for an amendment or how do I?
Yeah, I need to figure out where we're at. So do we have everything in as a motion in a second already?
Yes,
Oh,
we do.
okay.
So what I would.
So why don't we
amend
do this? Why don't we remove K from the what's on the table,
Okay,
and we'll do everything else and
Okay.
then come back to K.
okay. Who made the motion?
They're both done that one.
Diane.
And John, you seconded?
Melanie.
Melanie did. Okay, would you be okay with removing item K from that motion?
Absolutely not.
Okay,
Yes.
all right, so we're removing K, Deb. All right, so is there any discussion on any of the other items? Sure, all right, then I'll call for a vote. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
13G.
Oh, okay, you got that, Deb? 13G, right, okay. All right, that motion passes.
Now let's put this one on the table.
Okay, so now I'd like to add, well, can I do it? Or no?
No, let's put it on the
Okay.
table and then we'll do the
Oh, then we'll do the
Yeah,
amendment.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right. I need a motion for item K for the approval of the Hall of Fame bylaws.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Walters and seconded by Mr. Kaczynski.
Perfect. And now you want to make your amendment.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to amend those Hall of Fame bylaws by adding what I just read. Not reading it again. I will email it to somebody.
And is there a second on the amendment?
Second.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
me.
And then
And then Mr. Walters seconded it.
Okay. is there
So-
discussion on the amendment?
Is there a discussion on,
Mr. Walters made the motion.
No, I
this-
did.
This is the second part of the.
Just the
There's an
amendment.
Additional.
yep,
Yep.
the additional piece?
We're
Is
not
there any-
making it easy for you today.
Is there any discussion on, just on the amendment? No. Okay, all those,
it makes sense.
all, okay.
Yeah.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, and the amendment approves. Now we have to go back and vote on the amended item K with that addition. So yeah,
All those.
it's just a formality. That's how Robert's rules is. So all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And that motion carries. Thank you all. All right, now, where are we?
I am also requesting approval of items 14B through 14D.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Kaczynski and seconded by Mr. Walters. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And that motion carries. Mr. Fitzgerald?
Nothing further this evening.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Pleasant Valley citizens, is there anyone that would like to address the board this evening on any item? Again, please come to the podium, state your name and the township you reside in, and there is a 3-minute limit.
Teresa Pesh, Eldred Township. I'd like to just make a general statement and going then to
Robert's rules?
Yes. And even under the sunshine law, the Title 65 for open meetings, under public officers, section 704, is I'd like to just make a general statement about an agenda item. And it appears that an agenda item for the school board meeting would be considered agency business. So I'd just like to say what's considered a meeting. And so there's 3 items here, and the third is the purpose of the gathering must be to discuss or deliberate on agency business or take official action. The phrase official action means establishing agency policy, making a decision on a matter of agency business, voting on any motion, proposal, resolution, regulation, ordinance, report, or order. So obviously this has nothing to do with your executive meetings. It's about when there's on the agenda and it's in a public meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right, Pleasant Valley School. Oh, I'm sorry, Jenna, I didn't see you.
Okay, it's all right. You got me going before. You know, I was thinking you were gonna ask me to say that on the way here, so. Janet Dooner from Polk Township. And my statement kind of goes back to what Ms. Pesh had reflected